Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Factorio Railworld, where we are doing something a little bit different today. As you can probably tell, we are in real time by the ridiculously slow speed of this train. It's got the same ratio of engines to wagons as the mega train does, so it's actually really painfully slow as it goes around the lake. Luckily, you normally watch this in 3 times speed, so it all goes by fairly quickly. But yeah, I feel like we need a real-time replay of the events of last episode to properly process what happened. I feel like I didn't have enough time to actually talk about it, because of course usually I'm just talking about the steady building of a factory. This all happened in a very short space of time, and I just want to run through it again and just watch. I don't know why I'm subjecting myself to this again. This is painful to see, the sheer amount of lost stuff from this this battle. But yes, we're making our way along the lake up to Cape Kerbal, and I'm just thinking how the biters are getting a little bit close to the rails, and I might have to soon deal with them in case they start getting a little bit too close and start actually like attacking passing trains. Little did I know that they've done a fair bit more than that. So yeah, here's our slow-mo action replay as we come around the corner and smash straight into a bunch of biters, and immediately they start tearing apart the cargo wagon. Luckily we've got robots that are trying to fix it, and my plan here is to just keep pushing forwards. My assumption is if I stop and fight, then I will lose everything, and my hope is that I can manage to get away. And we're slowly progressing, but then suddenly the biters change tack and go for the second cargo wagon instead and blow it up pretty quickly, because the bots were focusing on the engine. And so I quickly jump out and go back to save the remaining wagons, because I know they're right next to a bunch of worms that will tear them apart immediately. And I end up getting in a fight with the biters over here, and annoyingly one of them sneaks past. One behemoth biter manages to get by me without me spotting it and tears apart the cargo wagon that is on the that is still on the train, the one full of copper and plastic. And when I arrive at the base, we've lost everything but the steel wagon. The steel wagon, the one wagon I cared least about, was the one that survived the battle, and I don't know why, because it was in the middle of everything, but for whatever reason they decided not to attack that one. They just took out all the other ones that I cared about more. All the plastic, all the solid fuel, all the fiddly bits as well. I've got to remake the cargo wagons with the 20 different items that get loaded into them. And the one that is just full of steel is the one that stays. Making steel is fine, it's slow, but we have the materials for it. The problem with losing the plastic and the solid fuel is that they're made of oil, and we really don't have that much of that. It's really hard to make more of it because all the deposits have run out. And I don't want to make more of them because it's awkward, but I think I'll have to now. I was hoping for a big boost in production from the start, from having a full wagon plus a full storage system and a little bit extra in terms of the oil stuff, but the biters have just blown up half of that, and we're not in such a good state anymore in terms of our oil supply. But yeah, I'm now taking my revenge. Just as soon, before the dust is even settled, I just run out into the wilderness and start tearing apart the nearest biter bases, burning them all to the ground, and getting my revenge, because of course the colonization parties came from one of these and built that base that was in the way of us. I'm going to wonder how other trains that have fared going by there. I don't think there have been any recently, but trains have been coming up here. They've all got stuck over in Cape Kerbal, which is half the reason we were coming here. I'm not sure if the biters actually start spawning from them until you arrive or something, so I don't know, it could have been here for ages. But yeah, we should have been more careful. We should have dealt with the biters sooner. I've been sort of not paying attention to the lake recently, and I've been letting the biters advance in, even though they've been more aggressive recently, and I should have seen it coming. Started a bit of a forest fire there, but we put it out with a couple of cluster grenades, and we'll go and pick up what's left of our train and take it down to Cape Kerbal. And we'll just fix up the trains that have got themselves in a gridlock over here, and then go straight back around again so that we can resupply the train. I'll have to rebuild it, reload it. Reloading it shouldn't take too long because all the loading systems are already full, so there's basically a train's worth already in the main base. But the oil tanks were full before, and they were only full because there was no particular demand for oil. Now there is, for all the work we're going to be doing up in Cape Kerbal, and there's going to continue to be demand for a very long time. And basically they've just erased the the head start that we had, and I imagine soon all our oil supplies will dwindle away to nothing, and we'll just be making plastic as we can from the little we can scrape out of the ground. So yeah, that's a real shame, and I'm so annoyed about it. I nearly reloaded the save because of the loss, but I feel like you need to see this. You need to see what they've done, and I need to have my revenge. This cannot be forgotten by reloading the save. So yeah, forlornly pulling into Cape Kerbal, dragging what's left of our train, and observing the mess that has formed here while we've been gone. Loads of trains stuck in here, messing up all the production, I imagine. But yes, we are out of time for today, though not so much as usual, because I stand still for 25 seconds at the end of every episode, so that it comes out at 8 seconds when I triple speed it. So this time I've got plenty of time to just stand here not doing anything. But yeah, there we go. We shall have our revenge. And so I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.